My name is Dr. Jay Cardinell, and each week I offer a leadership challenge for those tasked with leading small groups. At the beginning of the week, I deal with a challenging issue in the lesson, and at the end of the week, I issue a challenge for the leaders to propel their groups forward. In the lesson for this week in Explore the Bible, we began a study of Paul's second missionary journey. I've enjoyed this study of Paul's journeys because they help me put things in place, put things in order, figure out why Paul did this and why certain people were involved. In this week's lesson, we're going to learn that Paul and Barnabas split up and they go separate ways. We're going to learn that they adopt new people to come into the missionary field and onto the field with them. And particularly through the conversation that we're going to have about Silas and Timothy, we can use that to ask our group to consider the young Christians they know and to think of one they would speak highly of. And then to think of ways they can encourage that person in their personal walk or in ministry. Now, if you do this activity in your group, you might get a couple responses. One response is going to be internal and it probably will not be said. That response is conviction. Some people might be convicted. I can't invite someone to join me in ministry because I'm not doing ministry. That's not the point of this exercise, but it could be a positive benefit for a person if they hear that conviction, they respond to the Holy Spirit and say, where should I serve? But the point really is to challenge your group to invite a younger person, either a numerically younger person, like literally a younger person in age, but it could be just a younger Christian, somebody's not really learned yet the ropes of Christianity or really hasn't got involved in service yet. Invite them to serve. Invite them to join a person in ministry. You know, if you're a greeter, you can invite someone to greet with you. Maybe someone is not really doing anything yet. They just kind of got involved. Say, hey, can you just come outside and shake hands and greet folks with me? Maybe if you are involved in a service activity, like maybe you pick up supplies or things like that for the church, say, hey, can you join me in this? And maybe let's do this on a rotation just to get somebody involved, get somebody serving in the local church. Maybe you attend a local prayer group. It's a small prayer group, meets during the week. You can invite someone, hey, can you join me in this prayer group? Maybe you're a small group teacher and you can invite someone to join you in teaching and co-teach with you so eventually they can go and teach. These are just some practical ways. There's all kinds of ways we can invite someone to join us in ministry. And I want to challenge you to challenge your group to do that. Because there are many ministers today who are ministers because a layperson asked them when they were young to join them in ministry. I remember as a young person invited to go out to do visitation in the community. A man said, hey, come up here and we're going to go and we're going to do stuff in the community. I just want you to come alongside me. I was a young teenager and I had some older folks say, hey, we gather on Wednesdays before everything starts and we have a small prayer group. And I would go to that and honestly, I fell asleep most of the time because it took place after track practice. But they invited me to join. They invited me to serve alongside them in prayer. I remember as a young teenager, a pastor loaning me a commentary he probably thought he would never get back. But he saw in me a desire to learn, so he just gave me this book, and I did eventually return it. You see, ministers become ministers because people pour into their lives in different ways and in different times. But I want to encourage you, sometimes small group leaders become small group leaders because someone poured into them. A great greeter becomes a great greeter because someone encouraged them. A great music leader becomes a great music leader. A great soloist becomes a great soloist because someone encouraged them. I want to encourage you to encourage your group to encourage other people. Find someone who they see potential in and ask them to join them. I want to challenge you this week to challenge your group. I'll see you next week.